And you're allowed to take as many L's as you can handle. You're allowed to take as many losses as you want to. You're allowed to make as many attempts as you would like. Why do we fear taking an L when the L's are unlimited until we get the W? If it costs you 3 wins if it costs you 3 losses to get 1 win, is it worth it? Absolutely, because the win is always so much more than how many losses you took. And then you start appreciate, literally, you will start to appreciate every loss that you have. If you take an L, you're like, I appreciated that L. Man, if I didn't take that L, there's no way I would have got this W. You hear what I'm saying? If I didn't take that L, there's no way I would have got this W. There's no way I would have got this W without taking that L. So don't be afraid to take the risk. The risk is always well worth it. The risk is the best part. The risk is the part you live for. The risk is the part that brings you energy. It gives you life. Seriously. The idea of being anxious gives you life. It makes you feel more alive than ever. Being in that space of I'm kind of nervous. I'm nervous, but I'm happy. I know what I'm talking about. I'm nervous, but I'm happy. I'm happy, but I'm excited. I'm excited, but I'm kind of nervous. Kind of nervous. That's the best. That's how you know you're alive. That's how you know you're living. That's how you know it's like a roller coaster. Like the roller coasters are fun because it goes left, right, up, down, fast, circle, spin around. And then when you're done, everybody ends up with a smile on their face. Like, woo, there's some people who say, I don't want to do that again. But I understand. But for the people I'm talking about, for the risk takers, for the ones who got the big, balls and say, I'm going to try it even though I'm scared as hell. I'm going to put myself in that position and I'm going to try it anyways because I'm in it for the feeling of being alive. For the feeling of being alive. That's what I want every day. I just want to feel alive. I want to make sure I'm here. I want to make sure I'm really existing. I want to make sure I'm not in a dream. So taking risks brings me to life. It allows me to know that I can create. It gives me the energy I need to feel like, hey, look at me. I am still growing. I'm still evolving. I'm still being molded. I'm still alive. I'm still living. I'm still here. I still got a chance. I still got an opportunity. That's all that it's about. My brother D Green on Purpose in the chat. What's up, man? He said 3 seconds of courage. What I needed this morning, B. Now 3 seconds of courage, man, is just like it changes everything for you. Because once you go forward, ain't no going back. You know, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Once you push your foot, like once you get in the pool, you ain't getting out because now it feels if you get out, it's gonna be cold. You get all the way in the pool, it's too like now I'm in here. I might as well just get used to it. It's like jumping in a pool. You just got to jump in and it's going to be cold at first. Like, man, but once you already make the decision, you there. Ain't no going back. The risk has already been taken. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I think it comes down to us believing that things are permanent. I think that's the biggest thing. We think things are permanent. So it makes us afraid to try things or step outside or be, I don't want to say innovative, but essentially sometimes innovative, but to just exist in a new space because it's not what we used to. See, the thing about it is you can always try something, don't like it, and go back. You can always go back to where you are now. I'm going to say this again. You can always go back to where you are now. So there's no reason to stay here. There's no reason to not experience. There's no reason not to take a risk. There's no reason not to have that 3 seconds of courage to change your life, get a new experience, get some new lessons, take some new L's, get some new W's. That's what it's all about. That's the only thing it's about. It's the only thing that's important. Are you alive? Are you alive? My brother Felix is in the chat on YouTube Live. He tuned in. He say, I've definitely learned to embrace that bit of anxiety before I try something new. Absolutely. Because you know why we call it anxiety? Because we don't have the language to actually know what it is. It could be excitement. It could be endorphins. But putting yourself in that position, trying something new, lets you know you're alive. And you can always go back to where you are right now. The worst that can happen if it doesn't work out, you start where you go back to where you are. I don't know why we think, and I say this all the time, if we take a risk, it's gonna lead to demolition of our life. No, it's not. Nothing here is yours anyway. When you leave and when you die on this earth, everything that's here gotta stay here anyways. So don't be tied to nothing. Don't be tied to, the house and the car and, man, even other people. They're going to be here when you gone. You are out of here. Everything else stays. So the only thing that you got to go for is the feeling itself anyways. Don't be tied to nothing. Don't make decisions based on what you have here in this realm of physical existence. It doesn't matter because they all got to stay here. So, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm even saying this, I'm telling you this because the risk that needs to be taken needs to be. I can't even finish that sentence. The risk that needs to be taken needs to be taken. It needs to be taken. It has to be taken. It is absolutely necessary for you to take it if you want to be alive. If you want to live life to the maximum capacity, keep taking risks. If you want to live life to the fullest ability, keep taking risks. Keep being nervous. Keep warranting anxiety. Not too much now. But you know what the amount is. You can feel it for yourself, but just take the risk. You know when things are getting routine, you better unroutine them. You know when things are getting too basic, you better unbasic them. When things are getting too normal, you need to unnormal it. And I'm making up words, but so what? Because you know what I'm saying based on the context. That's why I love language. If things are staying the same for too long, you better change them. You better change them. You better change them. You better change. You better change. And you better change it. What your habits looking like? How your risk habits? Maybe you don't want to take the risk because you don't think that you're capable of actually succeeding at the next level. Well, that's something that you need to work on personally because guess what you can always do? Work on yourself to make sure that when you take the risk, you're ready, you're prepared to take the risk. There's no point in just jumping in the water and not knowing how to swim. I never said that. That's suicide. Be prepared for the risk that you're trying to take. Maybe it'll help you take it. Maybe it'll help you say yes. Maybe you'll be less fearful. Are you prepared for the risk you're trying to take? Maybe that's why you won't take it. You're not prepared for the risk that you want to take. You want to take the risk and you're not prepared. So you're not taking it. Same results. The same result. It's the same result. No matter the reason why you won't take the risk, you won't take it because you just won't take it. You're afraid of what's going to happen on the other end, but to ensure success and to remove fear, you can work on yourself and prepare for the risk. And then risk becomes easier. Risk becomes more comfortable. You become more familiar with taking risk. We are so afraid to try. We are so afraid to just try, to just give it a shot. We're so afraid to lose the little that we have, that we won't risk the little to get everything that we want. We won't risk little to get everything we want. The person won't risk $100 to get $1 million. I don't want to lose my 100, so I hold on. We hold on to little things that's stopping us. Listen, I can't even finish the statement sometimes because it just catches me and it just captivates me. We trying to hold on to the little things that's stopping us from the big things. So afraid to lose the little we got. We got to keep the little we have, right? No, because if you focus on keeping the little, guess what? All that you're going to have is a little. If you're so focused on keeping the little, all you're going to have is a little because that's what you're focused on. If you're focused on losing a little would never scare you. And here's the best part. Here's the best time to take the risk. You got less to lose right now. You got less to lose. If you only got a little, well, that means you only got a little to lose. Take the risk. You only have a little to lose, so take the risk. It's hard to take the risk when you got a lot to lose, believe it or not. Talk to enough wealthy people, talk to enough rich people. I say it all the time. Everybody has the same fear of money. The person who has no money fears not having money, which is crazy. The person that has money usually fears not having money. The person who has all the money fears losing all the money. He's trying to figure out how to keep it. What I'm saying to you is now's the best time to take the risk because you don't have a lot to lose. You don't have nothing. Chances are, billions of people don't know what you're doing. Billions of people don't have your product. Billions of people haven't downloaded your app. Billions of people haven't listened to your show. But you ain't that. So take the risk now because it's the best time. Take the risk now while you still don't have a lot to lose. Don't worry about losing a little. You lose a little to gain a lot. You lose a little to gain a lot. That's why I said, man, I said it on one of my run thoughts this week on Instagram. Why play it safe? Why play it safe? Like, tell me why. What's the joke? What does it bring to you to play it safe? You do more of the same, you get more of the same, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you the truth. Now's the time to take the risk. Take it now. Or just stop. Just like forget about it. Prepare yourself for the risk. Now we can change that risk word with another one. It's interchangeable with opportunity. Everything I say, you can switch it out. If you don't like the word risk, if risk scares you, if risk makes you uncomfortable, well then change it with the word opportunity and see what happens for you. Don't be afraid to take the opportunity. Prepare yourself for the opportunity. Take the opportunity. Shoot for the opportunity. Put yourself in position to receive the opportunity. I'm going to jump to the chat because I see people just chimed in. Shout out Gage, Jasmine Gates. Thank you so much for pulling in. She says, I'm in here for the free game. You know it's always free game. That's all we doing here. I'm just like I said, this is therapy for me, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody has to take this information. Nobody has to take this and apply it to their life. I take it and apply it to mine. And I feel like by doing that, I get results. I take this, I go back and listen. I tell myself, I'm talking to myself. I get to have a conversation with me. Me gets to have there's two parts, there's duality. I believe everybody has a little bit of bipolarism in them because I know I have two people in me, probably more than that. But I get to have that conversation. And I just love y'all to witness it. Goddess Lode's in the chat. She says, lose a little to gain a lot. Resonating with this. She said, let's go. I'm open to risk. You got to be open to risk. I mean, here's the thing, though. There's a lot of people, and you got to recognize who you are. If you're afraid to take the risk, this is the best part about aligning with certain people. Because when you align with certain people, the risk, and you got somebody taking the risk with you, Let me ask you this. Why does that give you confidence to take more of the risk? Like if somebody else is going to lose 100, then you be like, are you going to lose 100 too? Then I'll gamble my 100 too. Why does it take for somebody else to help you take a risk? And here is the best. Here's the response to that. It doesn't matter. If that's what you need to take the risk, you better find people who are going to take the risk with you. That's why it's important to know who you're rolling with. That's why it's important who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with scary people, you're gonna be scary. If you surround yourself with people who don't take risks and play it safe, you're gonna play it safe too. I don't know many wealthy and super successful people who play it safe. I don't know many wealthy and super successful people who let things, who just do the same things over and over and over, time after time. No, seriously, think about the most successful people you know, like, people who you really consider successful. They're probably always moving. They're probably always switching jobs. They're probably always switching positions. They probably always got they're probably always moving around, making things change, spreading energy throughout different areas of life. When I got hired at the radio station years ago, they asked me, I'll never forget it because nobody ever asked me this question when I was getting hired for a job. They said, how long do you see yourself working here? And I still feel like to this day I had the greatest response. I told them, I'll work here until there's no more to learn. I want to really expand on that. I said, I'll work here until there's no more to learn. Until there's no more to learn. And it's, I promise you, I literally, like, every single time I'll be in a position, of course, I start off as like an administrative person, nothing to do with production, just on the sales side of things, punching numbers, paperwork stuff. And I was like, okay, I've learned this. I'm ready to move on. And I swear, every time I was like, okay, I'm done here. Like, I'm about to either leave this job or something about to happen. They would just move me to another department. They give me another position. They give me another role, all the way to the point where y'all know I started doing full-on production, and I became a professional sound engineer and board operator, which is one of the best skills I've ever picked up in this whole industry. The best skills I picked up in this industry was learning how to operate a professional full soundboard for live shows, for live radio. Beautiful thing. But I say that to say that even to that point, I started to get antsy when I felt like, I'm not learning anything else. I need to move on. Literally, the same time happened. They moved me to another position. And then I started to screen calls. I started to feel but that was like. And I use that as an example to put yourself in a position where you always are trying to learn and grow. And the only way to do that for most of us is to put ourselves in position to take a risk that's going to change the way that we view life. It's going to change our daily actions. Here's what you want to do. You want to start by changing the things that you do daily. You want to start by changing the things that you do per minute, per hour. You want to start changing your Monday from last Monday. Don't do what you did last Monday. What you did last Monday, you shouldn't be doing what you did this Monday. What you did every day is something new. Every day is a new opportunity. So why do we treat it the same? I'm going to say it again. Every day is a new opportunity. Every day is a new shot. Every day is new. Every day is literally new. There's new hair that's growing your head. There's new grass that's grown. There's new people that's entered the world. There's new people who die, who left this particular part of existence that we understand as life. There is every day it is changing. So why do we feel like we can do the same thing when everything around us is changing? Even you inside, you're aging, you're changing. You're never standing still. Let me tell you something. If the earth is always spinning, if the earth is always evolving, you must always evolve mentally. We literally stay the same psychologically forever. Like, it's like once you hit 25, you think you learned everything. Once you hit 25, people don't want to pick up a book no more. When you're 25, you stop having teachers. You don't want nobody to teach you nothing because you know it. Put yourself in position, prepare for the opportunity, better yet, prepare for the risk. How do you prepare? Learning. Put yourself in position to learn. And sometimes the only way and the best way to learn is to put yourself in a position to take the risk. So take it. I've said it before. You can read every book on how to ride a bike, but nothing is going to prepare you for the experience like getting on the bike itself. Nothing. Gay said, yep. She said, there's multiple people in me. 100%. I 100% believe there's so many people inside of me. And y'all probably heard on this show. Sometimes my energy is this way. Sometimes my energy is that way. Sometimes I'm talking about this. Sometimes I'm talking about that. It depends on which person is going to come out. But I tell you one thing, I only allow the people to come out that I know are going to benefit me. Tell me what I need to hear, Keith. Light me on fire, man. Use this vessel. I don't know if the name is Keith. That's just what I call it because that's what I've been called my whole life. I didn't name myself. I'm not Keith. That's just what people call me. I never say I am who my name is. You'll never hear me say, I'm just trying to be Keith. I'm not trying to be Keith. It's a bunch of Keiths out there. I'm trying to be whatever the hell I want to be. I ain't trying to be nothing. I'm whoever I want to be. So read the chat here. Gay says, the more my business grows, the more I'm forced to take the risk. Playing small will have me losing customers. You better believe it. Because nobody likes. I don't like small, I'm not a big baby stepper. Y'all know some people like it, some people like baby steps, and that's all good if it works for you. Me, I don't like baby steps. For what? I'm a grown ass individual. I'm about to take the quantum leap. I'm trying to move fast. Because guess what? I don't know how much time I got here, so I can't be moving too slow. Don't get me wrong. I will stop and smell the flowers. But I'm trying to move as fast as I can to the next flowers so I can smell them. My brother D Green on purpose in the chat. He said, talk that shit, bro. Yeah, man. The soul has no name. Absolutely doesn't. That's why I say I'm not Keith. That's just an utterance that everybody understands me as. And my mom and my daddy told me, utter this so you can refer to yourself. That's all it is, man. It doesn't matter. So we so attached to everything here. None of this matters, man. None of this. I mean, it's all staying here. My name is staying here. I don't even get to go with that. It's all staying here. So why not take the risk? It's staying here anyways. You playing with house money. Shit. You playing with house money. Time is house money. Energy, effort is house money. I mean, it was all given to you for free. It was given to you for free. It was given to you for free. House money. House money. Risk it all. Brother D Green on purpose says, we are no one. Game of Thrones. He always talks about Game of Thrones. And the only reason why I knew it was so good. The only reason why I didn't watch it is because I feel like I'm way too behind in the series. And hour-long shows brings me, I like 30-minute shows. I don't know. Maybe it's just my time frame or something. I don't know. My mind works. But I definitely need to watch it because Tay always tell me there's a lot of good information reference-wise in there. So I have seen a few episodes, though. So I kind of get the reference of it. But I haven't watched the story and know the whole storyline. So, but ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great Monday. It's been grand, should I say the least. I'm excited about taking risks, man. I'm excited about all the risks I'm taking right now. It builds me up, man. It keeps me going. It makes me wake up in the morning. Like when you're taking the risk, you don't sleep in, baby. You get up. When you wake up, you be like, ah. It's like, y'all know what I'm talking about? Like sometimes I'll be in the bed and I'll wake up. I'll be asleep. I'll wake up. Ah, I'm up. Like I'll be like, oh, I made it. I made it to another day. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one, but that's how I be feeling sometimes when I wake up. Like, ooh, whoo, I'm up. I made it. Another day, another chance, another opportunity. Yes. 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 I got another shot. Yes. Yes, I got another chance. I woke up today. Yes. Yes. Woo. Shit. I wasn't sure when I went to sleep last night. I had said something. I wrote a song, and I'm gonna end with this. You know, and I always sleep on the couch. I be having mad cricks in my neck, and Danielle be going crazy. She gets mad. She thinks I don't like to sleep in the bed, but I do like to sleep in the bed. We have a very nice bed. We spend a lot of money on, but it's something about sleeping on the couch that keeps me kind of like up a little bit, like I'm not too sleep, you know. But what I said was, I said, you know, if sleep is a cousin to death, then what is a bed to a coffin? And it's like, oh, I don't know about y'all, but I'm like, man, like maybe that's underlying why I be like so scared of just going to sleep in the bed. I feel like I go into a deep sleep. I feel like I'm not gonna wake up in time. I'm gonna miss something, or I'm not paying attention. Or I don't know. Maybe it's just the anxiety I deal with, and then me being, you know, the person that I consider myself the protector in the family. Like I like to kind of like I sleep a little. I'll be knocked out, but low key I'll be like up a little bit, listening around, like make sure anybody coming in this thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know. Maybe some of the women who are super, you know, overprotected, they got children. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You just don't really sleep all the way through, like no more. You know what I'm saying? When you got the kids at the house, you're like, nah, I'm up. Or you know, or when you got your wife at the house, nah, I'm up. Ain't nobody coming up in here sneaking up on me. So, you know, anyway, I'm saying all that just to talk at this point. But remember, man, take these risks because all of it stays here, man. So you playing with house money, anyways. You playing with house money. So why not take the risk? Whatever, it ain't my money here. It ain't my time. I got to get up out of here anyway because I'm living. I came with nothing. I'm leaving with nothing. You hear what I'm saying? I came in this thing without a damn thing, and I'm leaving out this thing without a damn thing. So might as well just go ahead and just try it all now. Take the risk now, huh? Because when you leave out of here, it all got to stay here anyway. House money, baby. All right, y'all. Until Wednesday, it's been real. Love it. See y'all later. I'm out. Yeah.